Where are we, Echo? Dogs and I are heading out of here. Wait until you guys see this new camp that I found. Echo is loving it already. And I'm just staying here for one night. It sucks leaving our campsite where we've been for so long. Dusty. Wait until you see this spot that I found though. It's pretty wild. We're gonna be hitting the road. We're gonna be heading to Tucson and then up through Phoenix and Flagstaff. We're seeking cooler weather. I gotta get these dogs out of here because I'm kind of worried about rattlers. Back to camp, Dodger, back to camp. Come on, Echo, back to camp. So we're looking at 100 degrees here in just about a week. That's why I'm taking off tomorrow. Because we're not gonna be around here for that. No way. But here in the LTVA, there's so many places you can camp, and this campsite that I found, it's just kind of blowing my mind. It's really neat. And at the end of the season here, like right now, there's very few people around. It still feels crowded for me compared to where we were camped. I can imagine this campsite is so cool. It's probably packed in January and February. So I feel really lucky that I just kind of ran into this little spot. And I'm gonna take you guys for a tour of the campsite right now. Shoot, I'm supposed to take a shower tonight and shave. I guess I could do that, yeah. I'm just so tired now. But there's more to do. First, I want to show you guys this camp that I found randomly, really. And let me give you an idea of how many people are still camped out here. There's still actually, a fair amount of people, but these people are going to be all gone. You can see their rigs out here. They're going to be all gone very shortly. This spot that I found out here, it's a good spot. Look. There's doves out here. Look at this. See the doves? Like, they know where is a sanctuary, and this place here is a sanctuary. Let's see, I'm gonna try and run through and show you everything that I see. Most of this is stuff that I am seeing for the first time too, so you guys will be seeing it for the first time with me. I drove by this and I figured, well, that's a sign I should stay here. You got the sun, the stars, and the moon. I don't know why. Oh, because my sister, she really likes Punky Brewster. You guys ever seen that Punky Brewster show? And so I was doing a little Punky Brewster research, and her name, the actress Soliel Moonfry, means Soliel is sun, moon is moon, and Fry, I guess, is just her last name. So I was like, oh, that's like Punky Brewster. So that's why I camped here. But look at these little rock walls that people spent so much time building. And this has got to be a big group camp. If they even have a welcome sign right here, which I haven't seen until now. Here's some more rock art. What is this? That looks like a grave. Is that a grave? Maybe some graves. Pets or something. Okay, now in here, what I noticed was they groomed this area in here. I mean, it's raked. It's beautiful. Dodger's already been walking around in here. They have these little intricate rock pathways coming down through here. Then here's the fire pit. They left a bunch of wood, so that's kind of cool. Look at this wood. There's so much wood here. And then all kinds of little trails. And this is the Quartzsite LTVA. Look at that. I mean, it's just beautiful. And because they cleared away so much brush, I don't feel like there's any snakes around that at least that I won't see. Just decorated really nicely. And this kind of looks like a cross. And I like this. This is my favorite thing that I've seen so far. Just big chunky rocks making a cool sculpture. Oh, it's very cool. I mean, look at that. And then this all goes out to this wash. And I mean, this is all groomed here. They picked up all the branches. I'm so lucky I found this spot. This is my last spot here in Quartzsite. And here's some of the branches that they pulled up off the ground. And now I'm just noticing over here, yeah, right here. Bunch of pallets. Which the thing about burning pallets, it's kind of, for me, I consider it like a nomad's worst nightmare. Because these pallets are full of nails and screws. You can see all the nails in there. And so what happens is when you burn them, you know, if they're burning in that fire pit, then nobody's going to drive over the nails. But man, in my camp where I just came from, there were nails everywhere. I kept finding nails and nails and nails. You don't want to get nails in your tires. So I don't like it when people burn pallets. And some places actually pallets are banned. You're not even allowed to bring pallets in to certain areas. There's another weird monument or art, whatever you want to call that. Now in closer inspection here, I can see they've been burning pallets in here, obviously. You can see all the nails. So in here, you know, it's not that big of a deal just because no one's gonna come off of the, you know, there'll be cars out here, but no cars are gonna come down here and get into the nails. But a lot of times out here, and you gotta be careful of this, don't drive over old fire rings, old fire pits. And you'll see them everywhere. I'm not talking about just Quartzsite, but wherever you go camping as a nomad, you learn to steer clear of old fire pits. So we are in a new spot. You probably want to know why I detached. So do I. My plan was to not have to detach so I could get out of here as early as possible in the morning. You know, I've been getting up the last few days really early because I want to leave here basically when the sun comes up. I don't like to drive when it's dark. But what I did was, I've been wanting to make this adjustment on my hitch because I thought, there's these washers you can put in here that are kind of spacers, and it kind of changes the angle of the hitch just a little bit. And I thought if I took a couple out, I would get a little bit better weight distribution on the weight distribution hitch. And it was just kind of an experiment I wanted to do. And just going to the dump right now, I can see that the back end of my truck is lower than it usually is. And you really want the truck to ride really level, just like the trailer. You want the trailer to be level too. You want the whole thing to be kind of one unit and level. So I need to at least put these washers back in. Okay. See, this piece right here comes out, and you add washers onto it as spacers. So I'm going to put these back in there, and then that's it. Now I got to reattach the whole thing. In my last video, or one of my recent videos anyway, it was a few videos ago, I was talking about not recommending nomadic life to people, because I think sometimes people don't really understand what they're getting into. And of course, I guess if you have a van, maybe it's a little different, but not really. There's things that could go wrong with a van too. In this case, you do have to have a few tools. And so if you're not comfortable doing that kind of stuff, you could be out in the middle of nowhere and just feel really lost. Get this in there. And I think if you see like the epicness of some people's videos and ways that they live. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to loosen this one. See, it's just a matter of like figuring things out. And the good thing is out here you have a lot of time. I am really tired, and I kind of didn't want to have to put these washers back where they came from. But we're going to be on the road starting in the morning. And so I want to have everything hooked up right. And I know that the way this has all been set up in the past has been just fine. I was just trying to make a little improvement. And it turns out, I guess I had it set up pretty much as good as it could be. Okay, I'm going to need a wrench for that. So things like this is kind of one of the reasons I don't recommend this lifestyle for people. Because there's a lot of little things you have to know how to do, or at least be willing to learn. For me, this is my life. This is how I live. So if I don't know how to fix it or how to make it work, even just temporarily, so I can get somewhere where someone can actually do something that I don't know how to do, then you're kind of screwed. And it could be really stressful. Now, obviously, it's not to say that you shouldn't live like a nomad if you want to, because you should if you want to, but don't do it because you see somebody on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or something like that live in a way that you think you might want to live. Do it because you're ready for it, and get a little bit of knowledge, and mostly try not to get stressed out. And take your time, drive slow, camp in one spot for, the maximum stay limit, which is usually about 2 weeks. Take your time. There's going to be things that go wrong in this lifestyle. There's going to be things that scare you. And I'm just saying what's happened to me. Like, there's things that go wrong all the time. I get scared all the time. Watch my videos. And this is nothing. This is nothing. Today, once I hitched up, I realized I'm going to have to redo this whole hitch. Even though I just wanted to stay hitched up and go inside, eat some food, take a nap, or sleep until the morning. But But I have to do this. And I'm the only person here that can do this. So, I mean, because I'm a solo traveler, so I have to do everything. This is nothing. This is like nothing. It's a pain in the butt, but I gotta make sure I'm doing it right while I'm talking to you guys. And these have to be very tight. So I put my whole body weight into it. Until it holds me up, basically. Then I'll consider that to be tight enough. There we go. And then this one. This is a knuckle buster because you scrape your knuckles on the ground if you do it wrong. I'm sure you guys will put it in the comments if I'm doing it wrong. You know, we just kind of work with what we got and be grateful for what we have. This is an old hitch, but I'm grateful for it because it works. Dodger wants to go inside. But I need to hook everything back up. I could probably take a break and do it tonight. It's an epic lifestyle in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways, it's a hard lifestyle. Oh, let me tell you one thing though. The weather is the main factor. As long as you have some water and some food, and you might need maybe some propane, as long as the dogs are healthy, as long as I'm healthy, it's the weather that matters. Because we could be in this trailer in 100-degree weather, and inside it's hotter than 100 degrees. I mean, you can't be inside. The good news is my neighbor, he's a subscriber too. He's this crazy good mechanic out here. And I'm so glad I met him because he fixed my generator in like 10 minutes. And we can run the AC again. It's so awesome. So if we do get stuck in 100-degree weather, then that's always been my backup for the last 4 years. I pull out the generator, run the AC, and we're inside, and it's fine. It's totally fine in there. I'm going to miss Quartzsite a lot. Yeah, I've talked about nomadic panic before. You can go look at some of my videos. They're actually labeled as nomadic panic. And what that is something that I get, and I think other nomads probably get it too, where you get so comfortable in these places and you don't want to leave. The good thing is that you have things like weather, or you run out of water, you run out of food, or the dogs need food. Things come up and they give you a reason to leave and go to a new place. You guys hit that like button, let us know you're watching. We like to know you're watching. I hope I'm giving you guys something to think about. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of our videos. I'm putting out a lot of videos lately. And you can be rest assured that by the time you see this video, we are well out of Quartzsite. And we're going to be heading to some very cool places, literally cool places. So you guys stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit that bell so you get notified when we put out new videos. Mr. Echo relies on you guys watching him. If you didn't watch Mr. Echo, Who would watch him?